All right, it's rolling. Okay, ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to this will be the third official episode of the Best Day Ever podcast. Today, I've got Bryce Broxton. You can tell him hi.
Hey, what's up with y'all?
Okay, so every podcast I have with someone, I always start off with the story of how we met. So we gotta take it back a couple months to when we first met. Do you remember it all?
I don't remember everything you said, but I know when I was walking by my class or whatever, or walking back to my dorm. I don't know. I was just nosy and I saw you guys. And I don't know what you were doing. You were doing something.
Our class, I'm taking video production, so we were testing out how to use cameras and how to zoom and all that stuff, and we had to take video snippets of it. So that's what we were doing outside.
Yeah. And then you said hi and I don't know, your energy was just different. You don't see too many people like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
And I was just what's up? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. You made my day, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's literally, honestly, I know that not a lot of people are like that. And I feel after COVID, it's just starting this semester, I'm just okay, let me just say hi to everyone. Because I don't know, it's it's a senior year for me. What year are you?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman?
Yeah.
So it's senior year, and I'm let me just make the most of literally every interaction. It's let me just be a little bit of a light in people's lives.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
You have to. It's today truly is. It's the only day. And it's you just walking by. It's I don't know, you could have been having a really hard day, and just saying hi to someone, putting a smile on someone's face can make the biggest difference in their life. So yeah, that means a lot to hear. And then, so the second time that I actually not saw you, but my sister sent a picture. You met Ava at a hangout.
Yeah, I did.
How did she end up realizing that you knew Evan, my brother? She said something about basketball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basketball is literally his life. He loves it.
I can tell. He was really passionate about it and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw. And are you passionate about basketball? Is it just something you like to do?
Of course. I've been passionate ever since 6.
Really?
Yeah. It's my outlet, honestly. Because my dad passed away, and it was just something I would really go to just to, forget about my problems or whatever.
Yeah. Wow. Well, first, I'm sorry that your dad passed away. The relationship you must have had with him, I feel you're such a smiley, outgoing person yourself, and I feel because I know everyone has a story, I'm sure that probably has played a big part in your story and who you are. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, just know it is recognized that you are really just an outgoing person, and you have a very just bright spirit about you. For you even to be willing to be here right now, it just shows that. So that's awesome. So did you play basketball for your school at all growing up?
Yeah, I played for Great Valley.
Oh, really? For Great Valley?
If you know what that is.
Yeah, my dad actually, he went to school there. Growing up, he was the drummer boy. Whenever I meet parents that might know, and they're oh, you're Richie's daughter. He played the drums. He was so good. Whatever. Yeah, that's awesome. And is there a specific game or a moment that you're hype about that you remember in the past?
Yeah. So we were playing Ruston, and we really needed that game to get in the playoffs. So we were just everyone was just hyped, the crowd was hyped. We were hyped. It was just we needed that game. We must have won that game.
Yeah. To
make it to the playoffs. And I remember when I think I hit 3 threes back to back when
let's go
at the end, and then I hit the clutch free throw, and then we won.
No way! All because of Bryce, everybody. And what year was that?
This is my senior year.
Okay, so that was last year.
Yeah,
so I'm sure people are still raving about that game.
What can I say?
So going along with that, senior year, did you always know you'd end up at here at Westchester?
Honestly, no. I mean, I was looking for offers, but like, you know, COVID hit, so I didn't really get any. But Westchester seemed reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why not?
I know, and now you ended up here. And have you decided on a major that you'd like to study in, or is there anything of interest?
Psychology.
Psychology?
Because I like to know more about like what people think and like just like interactions and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found that very intriguing to me.
Yeah, that's really cool. Is there anything like specific? All right, so two-part question. Is there like a specific moment that got you really interested in the way that people think?
Honestly, my teacher, Mrs. McGregor, shout out to her. She was just like a really nice teacher, and like the materials he taught, like it was really interesting. Like I wanted to learn more about it.
Yeah.
And people say psychology is like more manipulation. It could be, but like that's not how I see it as.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, but like when you think of psychology, what do you think of? Like,
When I think of psychology, I just think of like how the brain works.
yeah.
I guess that's what I think of. And maybe, I don't know. For some reason, I think of like colors. Like my brain, I just think of like colorful, like it's like how the brain works. Lies, like how everyone's brains, like I'm picturing like the physical aspect of like cells and like how like memories transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Is that at all?
No, you're right. Yeah, we do learn about the brain and everything, and it was fun because back in high school we'd make these like, we'd use like swimming caps or
Yeah.
and then we'd like make different parts of it, and it was cool. It was like a little project.
That is cool. So is there like a specific part of the brain that is most intriguing?
I don't know. Honestly, like the brain is like really complex, but like
Yeah.
it's just really cool.
Yeah. Is there a specific thing that you have learned that is just like specifically within psychology that you're like, this is so cool? Like, is there like a specific function of the brain that you're like, wow? Or are you still just kind of grasping all the information right now?
Well, I still am, but like just how, you know, the neurons work and everything, just like how fast they, you know, fire.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow, that's so cool. There's so much, like literally within our own bodies that we don't even know about. But my friend Eden, who's going to be on the episode before this, Eden Brown, episode 2, tune in. She talked about, so she's an art major, and she made a picture of the brain, and it's like the pathways of your brain. And she said there's this certain cell in our brains that literally shrink based off negative thoughts, and like there's a part of the brain, or that same thing, it's like it'll like become more full off of like positive thoughts. Are you familiar with that?
I think, yeah, I did hear something about that.
Yeah. Which is so intriguing. It's like so interesting that like literally our thoughts can affect how we feel. Like it literally can affect how we feel. For the people listening in right now, is there something that you could encourage them, like with like the way that they're thinking, how something could actually like change their day?
Definitely. All right, so I heard this from like different people, but they were saying how like when you wake up, definitely say 3 things that you love about yourself. You know, just because you gotta appreciate yourself.
Yeah.
And when you think that, you think positive, and then you bring positive energy, and then you feel better about yourself.
Yes.
So definitely do that.
That's so good. I love that. I hope everyone takes that away. So when you wake up in the morning, like instead of your first thoughts being consumed by like what's social media saying, or what are my friends saying in this group message, or like anything else, or like what are my grades in this class, like before any of that, just starting off with the 3 things you love about yourself. I love that. Okay, if you could say the 3 things right now, we'll each go.
Alright, you go first.
Okay, the 3 things I love about myself. It's kind of weird to like say it out loud now that I'm about to literally say these things because I don't really think like what do I love about me? Because it's like I don't know, but no, like it is good. Like you should. It's not like prideful or boastful to like be proud of or just love about yourself certain things. Okay, I think for me, I think I love how much I love people because it literally like brings me joy. Like today, I think within this week, like the last 2 days, just like walking around campus, like because of just this like love I have for people and hearing their stories, I think I've met like at least like over 50 people.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's like something is happening. And it was not like that when I first met you. Like that was just like a cool little like incident story. And now it's just everywhere I go. Now because I have the podcast, I'm like, okay, you guys, like how are you doing? Like how's your day going? And then instead of being like, my day's good, I get to be like, well, it's the best day ever. And it kind of stops people. And they're like, whoa, what? Like, who is this? How's today the best day ever? Like, I got to take a chem lab right now. But, okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, I don't know. Number two, how I feel like I don't know. This is hard. Okay, let me think of another 2.
Any 3 things.
Okay. My fashion. I like my fashion. I feel like it's very colorful, and I feel like I kind of lost my sense of fashion because in high school I literally had like a fashion account, and my mom worked at J. Crew. I don't know if you know what that store is, but I would steal all of her clothing, and I would show up in like sometimes like a blazer to school, like I don't know, just like too professional. But it was fun. It was fun for me. And now I feel like I've definitely kind of gathered my fashion sense again. And number 3, I'm carrying this out way too long now about the 3 things. Maybe the last one. I think I love my smile. I like my little smile. I have like a little like mole. Some people call it a beauty mark, whatever.
Hey, I got that. Let's see, like 3rd grade.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, is that a mole? I'm just like, no, it's my birthmark.
Yeah, birthmark. That's right. Yeah, so I think that's the 3rd thing. All right, now your turn, Bryce.
My turn. All right, probably that nice to people. Like, I'll pay for rent, people's groceries. I'll like take care of people. Like you name it. Like I love that about me. That's honestly defines who I am, just being nice. 2nd, probably that, like, I care for a lot of people. No matter who it is, like, I treat everyone equally. Like, I care for everyone, no matter what. And the 3rd thing is, I don't know what my 3rd thing is.
You could say you're something about the psychology topic.
I could, yeah. Oh yeah, I want to help people someday. Yeah, there we go.
Those are awesome. All right, so you are very nice, you're very kind, and you want to help people. Those are great qualities, and we need that. We need that. That is so cool. And so I hope you guys can take that with you. Just wake up in the morning, be like, or even right now, stop what you're doing, be like, what do I love about myself? And choose to love those things, even the things you don't love about yourself.
Yeah.
Because we all got those. I forgot to mention the 3rd time that we met up again.
Oh my God.
Was outside of my sister's dorm, which is actually what led us here to this moment. And this is actually when I'm going to insert the audio of that video from that night. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Olivia. This is
Bryce.
Ava. And I met him and I was like randomly doing a photography skit out on the quad, and then I saw him again. He was working at Giant, and now I saw him again, and I think you just got to hear some good news.
I did.
And then he met Ava at like a random hangout. It's just cool. Now we're here. Like, God's so cool. All right. Well, who knows? Maybe he'll be on the podcast. We'll just have to see. Yeah. All right. Peace out, everyone. Bye. All right. So clearly Bryce made it to the podcast. And here we are. My next question is, what's something you wish more people knew about you?
Probably that, you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what people have been through or, who they really are inside.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you see the outside of them and it's like, oh, like, he probably doesn't mess with me, like, because he's black or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. But I wish people can see, like, the inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I feel like, especially just the outcome of being in quarantine, it's like that kind of isolated people even more to being like confined in their own bubble of people. But it is so true. Like, it's literally the fact that we are all in our own realities. Like, every single person has their own story. Like, there's things about you in your past that like have made you who you are, and there's actually no way of anybody knowing anything about anyone unless you just kind of like step out and just like recognize, okay, you're a human being. Like, you've gone through things, you've been through things that maybe some people don't even know. And just to like recognize for myself that I have my own past and my own struggles, but it's like we need to truly like see people for like who they are like right now, like not for anything they've done, but just the fact that like for anybody out there, maybe you're on either side. Maybe you're someone who feels like you're like known for something and people are kind of like cut off from like talking to you. And or maybe you're someone who is quick to be like judgmental and you don't step out of your circle. I would just encourage you right now to get all these thoughts out of your head and like just look at the person before you and be like, they're a human being, they have a story, and I'm telling you, like, one simple like smile, like, or just sitting down and being like, how was your day, could truly change someone's day or even their life.
Yeah. That's what you did.
Yeah, it's so cool. Okay, so I talked about what you're studying. Oh my gosh, this is okay. One of my favorite questions to ask people, because I think it really does tell me a lot about who people are. It's, as a little kid, what were your like biggest aspirations about life in the future?
See, I knew you were gonna ask that question.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know it. Probably. Honestly, I want to be successful. Just like when I grew up, I wanted to be like financially stable and have a nice family. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I did want like 5 kids, but like obviously that changed. Like,
hey, nothing's wrong with having 5 kids.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing's wrong with that. But like, there's mouths to feed, the cars, like all that. But like, I'm not discouraging anyone trying to have like a lot of kids. I'm not, but I'm just saying like my thoughts changed when I got older.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I love that. And okay, what if? Okay, no. First, I'm going to just like cycle back on all that, because all those things, I feel like I love that was like your first response answer to just be like talking about like your life and like just like a simplicity of it. Like, you're not like, I want to go like travel the world and you're like, and nothing is wrong if that is what you want to do. But I just think it's like really sweet, and it shows like your character about like your biggest dreams. It's like you just want to like have like a nice like just like a life. You just want like a life that is just fruitful and probably just full of love and joy and all of those things. So that is really awesome.
Actually, I just want to be happy.
Just want to be happy?
Yeah.
Well, I do know someone that can bring you happiness right now in this moment, and you never have to look in the future for it.
What?
His name's Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that's literally the reason why I am like this. And as I've been up front on this podcast, I will never push like my beliefs on other people. But truly, just know that there is a hope out there, and there is happiness to be found, and you don't ever have to like seek for it or wait for it or look around for it. That even better than happiness, you can have joy. And it's so cool. I was actually just talking to my sister about this, the difference between happiness and joy. because I feel like sometimes those words are used kind of interchangeably. And so think about like the words like happy, angry, sad, jealous. Like those are all kind of like emotions that are like fleeting. Like they come and go really quick. But like being joyful or at peace, those are all actually like a state that you're in. Like, so emotions are like fleeting, they come and go. But to be in like this state of joy, it's like that is just how you are. And it's like in the midst of anything, like your car could break down. It's like you can still be in a state of joy because it's literally like the state that you're in. So I feel like that's just kind of my explanation on why you actually can have that right now. You can have joy right now because it's truly a state. Like you don't have to look around or wait for it or anything. So yeah, that's just my little something to share. So as we're talking about like your story and your life and all that, what do you feel like are just in general, like you kind of touched on it already. I feel like you basically already answered this question. I was gonna say, what makes Bryce Bryce?
What makes me me? Probably all the experiences I had. Definitely makes me who I am.
Yeah.
And of course, there's bad and good experiences, but you know, you can't be who you are without some bad experiences.
Yeah.
So it definitely changed me in some ways, but it's for the better. You gotta live and learn.
Yeah, no, it's true. And it's so cool because anything of the past, like, it is not, like, who you are. Like, things of the past, like, aren't what define you. It's, like, they were just things that were. And it's, like, you're you. Like, it's, like, you're still you and you're new. And it's, like, I feel like people can get stuck in this, like they, like, use these things to be like, oh, that's who they are. Like, no, like, that's not who you are. Like, you're not these things. And who you are, like you're Bryce, and you are a person, and you're chosen, and you have a story just like everybody else. Everybody else that's going to be coming on this podcast, which is, I can't wait to just continue hearing the lives of so many people. And is there anything else that you kind of want to just share?
I'll say something. I just want to say, definitely, about what we talked about earlier, definitely 3 things. When you wake up, you definitely feel more energetic and you feel better about yourself. I'll definitely recommend doing that. Even, if you have all these negative thoughts in your head, get them out. Because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
If you have any problems, even if you don't believe in God, like, He's always there. So He's the number one person. Number one.
Hey, that's so good. Well, if you feel like you've shared what you wanted to share, we can top it off here.
Okay.
Is it good with you?
Yeah.
Unless you want me to ask more questions, I can totally come up with more.
What questions do you have?
Okay. This is like, these are silly ones. I was gonna say, what's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve. That's a good one. Alright, probably when someone like whispers something like underneath their breath, right? And then I'm just like, what did you say? And then it's like, never mind. I'm just like, bro, come on, just tell me what you said.
That reminds me of my siblings. Like, and then it's just like, they're just like, no. And I'm like, you want to give me one chance?
Like, I'm not going to repeat myself.
Yeah, I know. Wait, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have an older brother, 25.
Really? Are you guys close?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And where is he at?
He is out with his friends somewhere.
Okay, wait, I have a good question. Okay, in which way do you feel like your brother has influenced you?
Definitely because, he's the oldest, more mature. Like, he's really responsible. He looks out for me. What can I say?
but I don't know. He's just very outgoing, like you, and like he's just silly, like really silly. It's really fun around, like to be around him.
Yeah.
So,
What's like a favorite memory with your brother, or like most embarrassing story?
Embarrassing story. I have to say my favorite memory.
Okay.
Because embarrassing story, I would have to think about that.
Okay.
Favorite memory, probably going to the beach with them. Like, I went to Cali with them, took a trip, and it was really fun. Just, like, spending time, like, quality time with my bro. Like, it's really nice.
That's awesome.
Having a good time, what can I say?
Wait, where were some of your favorite spots that you've seen in California?
Favorite spots? Honestly, everywhere. Like, everywhere I walked, it was just, like, amazing views.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Cali?
I've never been to California.
Really?
Ever. I've never been to California. Gotta switch it back on combo mode. I've never been to California. The farthest place west I've been is Denver, Colorado, which is also beautiful. Like the mountain view everywhere is insane. It's completely insane. It's so cool. So I was gonna say another question leading off of just the stories that you're sharing with your brother just had me thinking, who do you feel like is one of like the biggest role models in your life?
Biggest role models?
Or someone you look up to a lot?
Either my mom or my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though I didn't know my dad like that, like he was still like strong, and then that taught me how to like be strong. And my mom, she's a strong person too. She, sorry.
You're good.
She's just like very, very nice, and she'll talk your head off. Literally talk your head off. For so long. But I mean, that's her. What can I say?
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, a final question, unless I think of something else that comes to my brain. Where do you feel most at home?
Most at home? That's a good question. Probably at my best friend's house.
Oh.
They treat me like family. They look out for me. They're really nice people, and shout out to Kai. That's my boy. They're really nice.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that so much.
It's like my second home.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like you have your family who you obviously were born into, but to have like another just like group of people that like love you like family when like they don't have to is just one of the sweetest things. I just think about like all like my friends and like their families too. I don't know. There's something really special about that. Because growing up, I feel like I was never the kid to like have people over at my house. I was always at everybody else's houses, and I always felt like another one of their daughters. So it's just something really sweet about that. I love that. That's so cool. Well, I really appreciate all this time that you just had on spending here on the podcast and all the stories that you've shared. And like I said, I just think it's really cool that we get to learn more about others literally just by sitting down and having a conversation. It's like I learned something new today. I learned that waking up in the morning and telling yourself 3 things about yourself can truly make a difference. And I learned about psychology a little bit more. And I don't know, I think really leaving here just feeling just excited. It's cool to just like have someone else on the same wavelength that today really is the best day ever.
It is.
Today's the best day ever. All right, well, on that note, I think we're gonna peace out. I really just said peace out.
Peace out.
But I think that concludes today's episode. If you guys want to give a little round of applause to Bryce. He's awesome. And it was really cool to have him on today. And I appreciate you and your story. And I can't wait to see what happens for you.
Yeah.
Great things ahead. All right, well, it was good talking. See ya in a couple weeks. This will be posted. All right, and that is it for today's episode. Tune in every Wednesday for another one of these amazing stories. Hope you guys have the best day ever. It's the only day you've got. All right, see you guys. Bye.